You said you'd come. Now let's hope you're not too late.
We know each other. He's a friend from work.
Long talks. Long talks.
Talk just a little bit, just for the sake of it. Say what you think of it.
Long talks. Long talks.
Talk just a little bit, just for the sake of it. Say what you think of it.
Long talks. Long talks.
Talk just a little bit, just for the sake of it. Say what you think of it.
Welcome to Jumanji.
What's up, everybody? It's Jason here from Wulong Talks. Welcome to another bonus edition of the Wulong Talks podcast. I'm the host of the Wulong Talks podcast, as you know. And this episode is going to be another one of our bonus editions where we provide you with a short interview from another crew member from the adaptation of Kung Fu Bodyguard, which is, for those of you wondering, a book that is being adapted into a movie by the incredible novelist Ramona SJ Lee. Now, with this book, I mean, we've done a couple of interviews previously with Ramona for the podcast. You can check those out on the podcast channel that you're listening to this on. And we've also spoken to Ron Smorenberg, the martial arts actor and movie legend, really, who's going to be part of that cast. Well, now you're going to hear a short interview with Kai Jensen. Kai is a martial artist and a movie actor, and he's also a director as well, and he'll be directing Kung Fu Bodyguard and the Kung Fu Bodyguard adaptation when that hits the screens. We wanted to get a chat with Kai just to find out a bit about what his kind of movie influences were and what his styles were, and how he intended to kind of bring Ramona's vision to the big screen, and what kind of things he was looking forward to doing. So we asked him about that, and we also asked him a little bit about how he kind of got involved in the business, and how he managed to kind of make his way to where he is with his career at this point to date. So hopefully, for those of you listening who are fans of independent movies, and especially fans of martial arts movies, this should hopefully be an eye-opener for you, because it really is a great interview. It's only a short one, but it's to the point, and it really does kind of drive home how much Kai is passionate about this project, and also how you can make these things happen for yourself if it's something that you're interested in doing. So without further ado, here's Kai Jensen talking to you about Kung Fu Bodyguard.
Well, as simple as it sounds, the great range of my idol Bruce Lee may well have played the biggest impact in my life. As a multi-talent, he proved himself in the areas of acting, directing, philosophy and martial arts. My father showed me his films very early, and it shaped my life. With short films before and during my studies, I have started my first attempts as a director to go the same way of my idol. With the movie Kung Fu Bodyguard, we start our feature film debut. Our motivation to create a professional film is very high, and many creative and talented people are behind the project. As a director, I have a great deal of responsibility, because the excellent script is to be converted by me into pictures. The fact that I am very enthusiastic about the script and completely behind it, the work feels like vocation. It consists of action, excitement and humor. To focus on one style would be too boring. Stylistical picking up the respective mood and providing it with a suitable image is our priority. We try to reinvent the wheel without making it angular. As an actor in German movies and series, I have had constant contact with professionals, and let me be inspired by their techniques. Also for Kung Fu Bodyguard, I can take help from experienced filmmakers. I got to know German filmmaker Tarek Elal in 2015. Since then we are in close contact. He helps me with every question. Of course, there are other helpers who help me at any time so that the project is under good conditions. The producer and director Ufo Genk has set a milestone with his film Plan B in terms of German martial arts films. This film can undoubtedly face international competition without losing its degree of innovation. Of course, the German director Tarek, I already mentioned before, is also one of my favorites. Guy Ritchie and Quentin Tarantino films should not be missing in any movie collection, but mentioning them would be almost too mainstream. Probably the most defining film in my story is Way of the Dragon by Bruce Lee. It was the first Bruce Lee movie I saw with my dad. The charismatic acting arts of Bruce have mesmerized me. The film Hu Yun-Ya, also known as Fearless with Jet Li, is a great example of a contemporary successful martial arts film. Modern imaging combined with the historical background. Although it will be a film debut, the implementation should be able to keep up with the international competition. Whether figurative implementation, constructive cuts, or convincing acting performance, Kung Fu Bodyguard has set itself the task of shaping the film industry.
So that was Kai Jensen there talking about Kung Fu Bodyguard and his career up to date as well. I'm sure, as you heard, it's a really kind of interesting listen to hear from Kai and hear about, you know, his experiences, and to hear kind of what he hopes to bring to the table with Kung Fu Bodyguard as the movie comes out. Now, if you're interested in finding out more about the movie, there's a few ways you can do that. You can check out the official Kung Fu Bodyguard Facebook page, which will be up in the show notes for this episode. So just visit that and you'll be able to get updates. You can also check out the official Instagram page too. We'll have a link for that up in the description as well, so you'll be able to check that out. And lastly, they also have a official IMDb page. So as the movie is being produced and developing at its pre-production stage, you can find out all the information about who's joining the cast and what kind of developments are happening via the IMDb page too. So make sure you go along and check that out. Okay, thanks a lot for listening to this bonus episode. We'll have one more of these bonus interviews to come. In the meantime, if you like what you hear here, make sure you check out all of our other podcasts, which are all available on the podcast channel or podcast app that you've chosen to listen to this one. So nice and easy for you to find. Until then, I'm going to be out of here. Take care of yourselves. Peace. Thanks for listening to us. If you're down with Wulong Talks, show some love by following us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram at Wulong Talks. You can also find us online at www.wulongtalks.com or drop us an email at wulongtalkspodcast@gmail.com. We can also be found as part of the Britpod Scene Collective, and we're also officially E14 endorsed. Search for those hashtags to enjoy more content from us and from other great British podcasters.